Okay, so last time we left the Shuttle Enterprise in orbit around Kerbin, and we need to refuel the Shuttle Enterprise as well as the Kerbal National Space Station. Now, fortunately, we managed to dock the shuttle to the space station, and they're sitting nice and cozy up there. If they need to, they can take the Kerbal return vehicle and make an emergency landing with that KRV pod back to the surface. However, we'd hate to use one-use multi-million-dollar pieces of space equipment, and we prefer not to use it if we can't help it. So we're going to go ahead and start constructing a refueling shuttle here. Oh, let's see. Let's go and grab a few parts here. Reaction wheel. And generally, this refueling shuttle should be about the same sort of design we were using in past shuttles. The exception, however, is this one is not going to have a cargo bay. And Jebediah can't wait to go home. So let's see if we can get this shuttle put together as quickly as possible. We'll need to get it tested as well. Okay, and let's go and add in landing gear. Perfect. And then we're going to disable the brakes. Good, good, good. All right, and then, let's see. Next up, we need to add in the wings. Okay, and there we are. Okay, so this one, we're going to have to put these wings down below. Like so. Okay, there we are. Now, empty, this thing has a mass of 10 tons. Good, good, good. What we're going to do, actually, to help us get these aerodynamics a little bit easier and a little bit more intuitive, we're going to go and put one of the rectangular wings underneath the shuttle here. Okay, this will also give us some additional lift here. No, nope, 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 nope. There we go. Oh. Almost had it. There we go. Perfect. All right. So now we got that attached to the bottom. Now we can go ahead and start attaching our delta wings. Okay, perfect. And then now all we have to do when we move our wings is we just have to move this bottom set here. Good. And now let's go and add some control surfaces. Okay. There we are. All right, so now we've got this all squared away. Let's go ahead and test our shuttle on the pad. And let's go and test our glide capabilities. And we're going to activate infinite fuel. All we want to do is we want to test this vehicle's ability to glide on an empty tank. We're at 20 monopropellant. I think it's coming from that cockpit. Yep, forgot to empty the monopropellant from there. That's okay, though. All right. Oh, you know those, these engines here... We need to... I think we might need to fix something just to be sure here. Because what's going to happen is these wings are in the way... of our vectoring engines here. And we may have a problem if these wings are blocking these vectoring engines during liftoff. We'll test this as is for now, see how this works. Okay, here we go, and... Okay, and SAS is on. And what we're going to do is we're going to activate our engines and then deactivate this engine. We don't want to activate our skipper engine here. And then we're going to turn both on. Oh, what the... Oh, I turned the brakes on. Oh, no! Okay, let's head back to the space plane hangar real quick here. Landing gear is acting weird. There we go. Okay, so shutting down engine. Okay, so we're looking pretty good. Got a little bit of wibble wobble on the wings. Looks like we only have one. Okay, so there is a lot of wibble wobble on that wing there. We're probably gonna have to add in the strut to fix that. Okay, let's test the glide capabilities of our shuttle here. Okay, power usage is looking good. And how are we doing on the part counts? Forgot to check that. We're at 26 parts. That is good. So we're keeping it under 30 parts, thankfully. Okay, so let's head back to the space plane hangar, and we need to secure that that wing right now. Okay, so this skipper engine might be a little too weak to launch the shuttle given its weight. We may have to add in a mainsail engine. Okay, as a matter of fact, let's do that. Let's remove this. Okay, so that one is looking a little bit better. And then let's go ahead and rotate it. We'll rotate it 1 notch. Not the root. Rotate. Rotate. There we go. And we'll rotate it 1 notch up. Good. Okay. So now this shuttle is a lot heavier. Oh, I took that landing gear accidentally. Okay. There we go. All right. Because we have a new engine attached to this thing, we'll need to test it again real quick. Here we go. And RCS on, not RCS, SAS on, engines up. Okay, and brakes. Got to turn off those brakes. Okay, there we go. Okay, and disabling the mainsail engine. Disabling. There we go. Okay, so we have a little bit of a glitch here, it looks like. Curious. That engine doesn't want to turn off. SAS on. And activating thruster, activating engine, shutting down main engine. Good. Alright. And throttling to full. Okay. And let's see if we can land this 14-ton brick as a unpowered landing, glide back to Kerbin. Okay, good. Now we need to test real quick its stalling speed. Okay, so it's looking, oh, we're starting to get a little bit nose heavy there. So stalling speed is a little bit higher because of the added weight. Okay, so we have a little bit of an issue here. We're going down way too fast. This engine right here is added in way too much weight. So we're falling down like a sideways brick. Bam. Okay, so let's head back in. Man, I really have to bite the bullet here. And we're going to put in this stock wing here. Because the other wings, when we add it on there, it moves our lift rating when compared to our center of mass way towards the front. So we want to fix that. Okay. Now we got a problem with our RCS. Because it doesn't want to attach it to the main body. I guess we'll have to attach it to the wings here. So the RCS is going to be off center from center of mass. Okay, there we go. So that puts us at 29 parts. Holy cow. We are just skimming the 30 part limit here. Okay, and let's head out and let's go ahead and test the glide capability of this vehicle. Ability on the shuttle here. Okay, so it's pretty safe to assume that this thing starts to stall at about 20 meters per second speed. Let's turn ourselves to the left. Okay, what we need to do is when we land this vehicle, we need to land at just under 10 meters per second vertical velocity. Anything above that, and this thing is going to pancake and explode. So we got to be very careful with this here. Okay, so looks like we need to maintain a consistent horizontal speed of about roughly 40 meters per second to keep this one copacetic. Okay, and brakes on. Okay, and now let's land. Nice and easy. So we are just skimming 10 meters per second vertical speed here. Okay, there we go. All right, perfect. So that will have to do. Stand by for launch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay, and angling. Angle some more. Oh, come on, guys. There we go. Oh my goodness, this thing is a beast. How's our, okay, so thrust is at 1,000. Okay, here we go. Oh, this thing is a hefty beast. Those reaction wheels are working overtime to keep that shuttle stable. Okay. Good. Pitch indicator is dropping down. Okay, so pitch indicator is looking good so far. Okay, pitch indicator is at middle ground. Our speed isn't looking so hot right now, though. Okay, so tilting thrusters down. Thrusters are angled now at 90 degrees in order to keep our pitch good. So this one's a little bit of a concern. However, I think we might be able to pull this one off. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn off infinite fuel. Okay, well, that wasn't very fair. Okay, so we need to do this as a proper launch. I just cheated my way on the launch there by keeping the infinite fuel on. 3, 2, 1. Okay, looking good. Angling Ohms thrusters. Okay, we're going to angle Ohms thrusters again to 80 degrees. And we are going to tilt our shuttle. Okay, we need to move our shuttle at a positive 5-degree angle here. Right now we are angled pretty badly. Angling Ohms thrusters at 90 degrees. So we're at the full 90-degree mark. Okay, fuel is looking good. Okay, and how's the fuel connectors? Okay, hopefully the fuel... Oh my gosh! Okay, so we're digging... We need to close off those fuel circuits into our main shuttle tanks, and we're going to transfer fuel to the shuttle. Okay, we forgot a few things here, because that's the fuel that's going to be saved for the. That's the fuel that's going to be saved to refuel the Kerbal National Space Station. Okay, engines away. So we're looking a little bit better. Okay, fuel is almost empty. Perfect. Okay, so turning ourselves around, commencing roll program. Roll program is complete. Standby for fuel tank separation. Main fuel tank separation in 3, 2, 1. Fuel tank is separated, shutting down mainsail engine. Okay, and activating fuel... activating main fuel tanks there, and we are zeroing out our Ohms engines. Ohms engines to 100% and mark. Okay, here we go. We are at 57 seconds to apoapse. The Kerbal National Space Station is moving by us pretty quickly here. Okay, so we're looking pretty good, guys. Looks like we're going to be able to get this thing into orbit. Here we go. And drifting away. Our speed to target is 20 meters per second and dropping. Kerbal National Space Station is at 4 kilometers. We are almost in visual range. Okay, and physics loading on the station. Okay, perfect. All right. So we are not quite in visual range to the Kerbal National Space Station. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and turn ourselves. Matter of fact, we're gonna thrust backwards to the station. Here we go. RCS away. Okay. And there's the space station. So we are moving in pretty darn fast here. Let's go and slow ourselves down. Let's go and bring ourselves down to 0.2 meters per second to target while we go ahead and judge to see where we're going to dock this puppy. Okay, we're at 0.2 meters per second to target. 0.2 meters per second delta V speed to target. And let's have a look-see at our space station. So there's the Enterprise docked to the Kerbal National Space Station. What we're going to do is, let's see, where's the spare docking port here? We are going to have to dock with this docking port here above these solar panels. Because this one's already occupied. This is our main docking port here. So let's go ahead and switch this as our target. Okay, and let's go ahead and get good perspective on our target here. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is, first off, let's go and turn our shuttle parallel to the horizon. And there we go. And what we're going to do is, we're going to have to scooch ourselves to the right. Okay, so we're going to RCS forward at about 0.5 meter per second. There we go. And then we're going to move ourselves to the right. Perfect. All right. Now we should give ourselves a nice coast. And what we're going to do is we're going to coast ourselves to the right of the space station to about here. And we're going to switch over to the station. And we're going to have Bill here, our resident space engineer. And he's going to help us light up our approach. So we're going to open up the container. And we're going to grab our Mark I light. Okay, where is our buddy? Oh, there you are. Ooh, he's right up against us. Okay, so light is on, and we're going to attach our light here. Right about here. There we go. Ooh, okay. And so let's attach this. Let's be a little bit specific about where we're going to put this thing. Okay. Right about here should be good. Come on, Bill. You can do it. Perfect. Good job, Bill. All right. So let's go ahead and head back into the station. Speed up time just a tad bit. There we go. We are now at 8 meters. We are now at 8 meters to target. Okay, and we are lighting up really good here. Okay, Kerbal National Space Station. This is Shuttle Orion. We are almost docked. Stand by to receive fuel. Okay, and then we're going to, right now our rotation is a little bit tad off. We're going to do, as you can see, this rotation number up here at the upper right hand corner of our docking dock align here. We're going to put this as close to 90 degrees as we can. There we go. All right, so now we're moving in really fast. We're going to slow ourselves down to 0.05 meters per second. This is a pretty heavy shuttle, so because of that, we don't want to barrel in with this much mass into the shuttle, into the space station, if we can't help it. So we gotta make this a nice, easy coasting drift here. Coming in real close. Magnetics taking over. RCS off. SAS off. And wha-bam! Perfect. We now have 2 space shuttles docked to the Kerbal National Space Station. Excellent job, you guys. Woo! Cigars all around. All right, we're gonna coast on over to the light side of the planet here. Okay, perfect. And then while we're here, we need to secure our shuttles. So, we're going to get Bill here, our resident space engineer. And he needs to strut our shuttle Orion to the station so that we don't get too much wibble wobble here. And link. Perfect. All right, so now we have proper connection to the space station. Okay, and grab. Come on, Bill, you can do it. Grab. Perfect. All right, so now we begin the task of transferring our fuel. Let's take a look and see how the life support is doing on the space station here. Make sure that you guys have adequate life support. Okay, so where is that life support tank? If I remember, oh, there it is. Okay, food and fuel looking good. Let's go and activate the food and fuel here. And how's the waste? Boy, you guys have a lot of carbon dioxide, wastewater, and waste on this station. Let's transfer some of that. I probably should have brought a waste canister with me to offload some of that excess waste. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, and moving. Oh, that's a lot of carbon dioxide there. Okay, so we're going to transfer all our waste product from the station over to the refueling shuttle. Curiously enough, at the International Space Station, when the astronauts have to use the bathroom, they don't dump their waste overboard. And what they do is they store their waste in anticipation of the next refueling mission coming to the space station to pick up said waste. There's a bit of a concern that on the International Space Station, if you dump your waste overboard, it becomes debris that might accidentally break, destroy, or smack into other spacecraft. So there's that safety issue in there. Although I cannot imagine living inside a home where you have to store all of your defecations and urines in bags and stow them away. That's got to be one smelly home after a couple months. Okay, here we are. Let's go ahead and transfer our fuel. Future refueling trips to the moon. Okay, good. Tank is almost full. And perfect. Let's go ahead and transfer our remainder fuel. There it is, over to the second tank. Okay. And Eden Kerman, smiling happy in happy anticipation of some extra dinner guests that have come to his station. Eden has been, actually, I think Eden is inside the other shuttle, if I'm correctly. Nope, Eden is inside the space station. Eden has been inside the space station for a couple months now. Now that we have all that fuel transferred, we're going to transfer some of that fuel over to our moon shuttle here. Actually, I don't think we need to. Our moon shuttle has just enough fuel for it to deorbit itself. So it looks like we're looking good. Okay, so now all we have to do now is detach this nuclear and put this nuclear engine back onto the space station. So we're going to hit F5 for safety. And what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to auto camera. And we're going to activate our fuel pod, our utility pod. Utility pod undock. And we're going to use our utility pod to detach that nuclear engine and put it back onto the space station. Grab, and we're going to attach the pipe endpoints. Attach, and we're going to attach that to that tank. Okay, and we're going to move around quite liberally here around our utility pod. We're going to go ahead and grab. Ooh, come on, Bill. Grab that. There you go. Okay. And then we're going to attach that to the front of our utility pod. No, not there. Grab and attach. Come on, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. There you go. Oh. Chase it. Oh, 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 oh. Utility pod away. RCSing forward. Woo, that was close. Okay, let's head back. Oh, physics. Okay, so where did Bill go? Okay, this turned south real quick. Let's think for a little bit here. Okay, RCS back up. Okay, good. I think we had a Sandra Bullock moment in Gravity here because we lost Bill. Bill is out there somewhere. I'm gonna have to switch over to him in just a bit. Okay, and coming in close. Okay, and perfect. All right, where's Bill? There you are, Bill. Come on back. Let's fix that. We need to get that nuclear engine off of that shuttle so the shuttle can make its re-entry back to the planet. Okay, and perfect. There we are. All right, so let's go ahead and link up those fuel pipe endpoints. Link and link. Perfect. Woo! Nice job there, Bill. Gave you a little bit of a scare. He's still got that awesome grin, though, so he's still happy. Drop ourselves just a tad bit. Nice and easy here on the dock. We want to make sure that we don't ram this nuclear engine too fast. This nuclear engine is about 4 tons, if I remember correctly. And carries some pretty significant weight to it for an engine. Especially for an engine, it only provides 60 kilonewtons of thrust here. Okay, and we have a nice even coast to target. We're starting to lose daylight here, so we've got to be pretty careful about things. Okay, there we are. Looking pretty snazzy. And okay, and stop. Okay, there we are. And now we're going to start flipping ourselves over. So control from here. And we're going to target that docking port. And we're going to drop our nav ball. There we are. Perfect. Okay. And let's take a look. So we are moving away from our target at 0.03 meters per second. We're at 2.4, 2.5 meters to target. Let's go ahead and align ourselves here. There we go. Looking nice and easy. Magnetics will be taking over soon. We're going to deactivate RCS, SAS off, and we are docked. Good job. Okay. Bill, we need you to detach our utility pod. And so we can repark our utility pod. As a matter of fact, let's coast back in again. And we're going to time warp over to the day side of Kerbin here. Up towards our utility pod. Lights on. Okay, and we're going to detach these pipe endpoints here. This one's the easier part. I don't think we're going to have any Sandra Bullock moments and flip off into space here as a result of this. A lot less chance than, say, if we were using it to actually grab something. Okay, there we go. And grabbing that pipe endpoint, and we're going to attach it to our utility pod. Perfect. All right, you're on your own, utility pod. Time for you to park yourself back into our space station. Well, the only thing he has to do is really go to that little tiny port there. So SAS on, fine-tune mode on, RCS on, and RCSing away. We really don't even need to dock a line to do this here. Okay, and we're going to make this a little bit of a sloppy dock here. Perfect. Max taking over, RCS off, and we are attached to the station. Good job, you guys. Here we go, undocking in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are undocked. The Shuttle Orion is now under its own power. SAS is on, RCS is on, fine-tune mode. Well, actually, deactivating fine-tune mode. We are going to RCS the heck out of this thing. And by RCSing the heck, I mean coasting away at a brisk, leisurely pace here. Okay, and we're going to retro our RCS. All right. Well, it's been fun, guys. We'll catch you guys later. Thank you for giving us all your waste. Now that we are just about full up on wastewater, waste, and carbon dioxide, we're going to prepare for our retro burn back to the Kerbal Space Center. Okay. Oh boy, we're fast approaching things here. Okay, so here we go. And activating retro burn in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Retro burn away. Okay, here we go. And we're gonna deactivate our engine just a bit here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna judge our distance to the Space Center altitude, or we're gonna judge our altitude to the Space Center ghetto style by using a maneuver node. And what we're going to shoot, what we really need to shoot for is we need to shoot for our altitude over the Kerbal Space Center to be about roughly 25 kilometers. Okay, 40 kilometers, 37 kilometers, 34 kilometers, nice and easy, 31 kilometers. Oh, come on, you guys. Okay, so we should be pretty close. 23 kilometers. Woo! That is really close. Let's hit up our RCS. And let's lift our periaps just a tad bit more to 24 kilometers. Okay, here we go. And we're going to slightly overshoot. It looks like we're going to slightly overshoot the Space Center. So we're going to dip our shuttle a little bit more. Okay, so now we're starting to get some re-entry heating. So we got to be real careful about this. We don't want to do any sudden jerky type turns here. Otherwise, it could potentially rip our shuttle apart. Okay. Here we are. And, oh, just got to be real careful here. Switching over to fine-tune mode. We're going to switch to fine-tune mode for safety purposes here. Okay, and we're coming up on the Space Center. We're going to dip our nose down all the more. We need to drop our prograde marker pretty quickly here so we don't accidentally overshoot the Space Center. Real careful here. Okay, hold on tight, Bartop. Okay, just tippy-tapping our nose here to drop it. Okay, our vertical velocity is at negative 10 meters per second, so we're dropping a little bit too fast here, so we need a flare. Flare, flare, flare. Flare for your lives there, Bartop. Come on, you can do it. Flaring up. Oh, come on, flare. Woo! Okay, and braking. Brake, 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 brake. And we're tippy-tapping on the brake here. And perfect. All right. Woohoo! Bartop, congratulations on your first successful mission with our brand new refueling space shuttle. Whew, that was a really interesting experience there. All right, so we've just completed our mission here, guys. We've built our refueling shuttle. We've launched our refueling shuttle. We've refueled the Kerbal National Space Station. And now the Shuttle Enterprise can also make its trip back home to Kerbin with fuel transferred from this refueling shuttle. So now, and also we've delivered all the waste. Well, not all the waste. We've delivered some of the waste from the station back down to Kerbin. So that makes the station a little less stinky. Lovely landing, says Twitch viewer. Well, thank you, sir. Really appreciate that. All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. Again, my name is Rice with the KSP Minimalist Space Program, and we will see you guys next time. Woo!